at shop.tcm.com or Barnes & Noble DVD locations.
Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. We've been spending time with the battling Burtons, Richard and Elizabeth. And over the past few hours, we've seen Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton as a couple at each other's throats in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, then as passionate lovers, as in our last film, The Taming of the Shrew. Well, in our next movie, we kind of get a mixture of those two sides of their personas. It's a movie called The V.I.P.s from 1963, directed by Anthony Asquith and distributed by MGM. It's a film that was conceived in Hollywood, bankrolled in Hollywood, but filmed in England. And it was made at a time when the Taylor-Burton romance was making big headlines everywhere. The two had met and fallen in love while making the 1963 film Cleopatra in Italy. Each were married to other people at the time, and their affair made headlines everywhere. Well, right after Cleopatra, they were each paid millions of dollars to make this next film, The V.I.P.s. And it was rushed into theaters before Cleopatra was given a wide release. So for many people, The V.I.P.s was the first chance they had to see the famous lovers, Elizabeth and Richard, together on screen. And the promotions department at MGM, I must say, did capitalize on the Taylor-Burton relationship in order to get as much exposure for this film as they possibly could. Now, The V.I.P.s is set at London's Heathrow Airport on a day when it is plagued by a very thick fog, too thick for any flights to take off. Well, this delay causes very serious hardships for many of the VIPs that are stranded there. This is one of those movies where almost every role has a star playing it. Orson Welles plays the film producer. Rod Taylor is a very successful businessman. Maggie Smith is Rod Taylor's dutiful secretary. There's Margaret Rutherford as a stowaway. And there is, of course, Taylor and Burton. Elizabeth plays a famous actress, a part she knew a little something about. Burton is a wealthy man to whom she is unhappily married. And as much as this seems like it might be a case of art imitating life, it isn't so. At the point they made this movie, Taylor and Burton weren't married yet. But it does have a little something to do with art imitating life. The characters played by Elizabeth and Richard are actually based on Vivien Leigh and Laurence Olivier, and a situation in their married life when she was about to leave Olivier and run off with actor Peter Finch, and didn't, because she and Finch got stranded at the London airport due to fog. So it's quite a movie from 1963, The V.I.P.s.